The flash blinds you before you even understand what happened. A white roar, a pressure wave that folds the world in half, and then the sound, late, monstrous, ripping through your bones. You hit the floor hard, ears ringing, chest burning, heart firing like it's trying to escape your body. When you look up, the horizon is gone. A rising column of fire replaces everything you used to trust. And that's when the real countdown begins. I tell you to move because the clock isn't measured in minutes anymore. It's measured in radiation, invisible, silent, patient. You stumble inside, slam the door, and your brain tries to do the math with shaking hands. Distance, shielding, decay. You've never cared about any of it before, but now your life hangs on numbers you never thought you'd need. You feel the heat fading, replaced by dread as ash begins falling outside. Soft and slow like poisonous snow. Fallout. The stuff that kills after the blast. You need to get as far from it as possible, but far isn't measured in miles now. It's measured in walls, concrete, layers, density. You drag furniture against windows, stack books, blankets, anything that turns thin air into thick protection. You keep your head down because exposure is a thief stealing minutes you can't afford.
The math starts running in my voice. The first hour after the blast is the deadliest, radiation at its peak. If you're exposed, your clock might be measured in hours. But if you're sheltered, really sheltered, you cut the danger fast. Radiation drops by half every 7 hours. By the time you make it to 24, it's fallen to a fraction of what it was. Not safe, never safe, but survivable. You crouch in the darkest corner of the room, the one buried under furniture, blankets, boxes. You breathe through fabric that smells like dust and fear. Your skin crawls even though no particles have touched you. The mind of a survivor always runs ahead of the body. A distant rumble shakes the walls. Maybe an aftershock, maybe the world collapsing on schedule. You whisper to yourself that this is insane, that no one ever taught you what math keeps you alive after a nuclear blast.
And that's when you mutter, half laughing, half breaking, that anyone who wants more of this survival knowledge better subscribe before the world ends twice. Hours crawl, hunger scratches, the cold settles, but the numbers keep dropping, same as they always have in every nuclear survival manual no one bothered reading. 72 hours, 3 days, that's the golden checkpoint. If you've stayed low, stayed hidden, stayed disciplined, most of the lethal fallout has decayed into something your body can fight instead of surrendering to. Your muscles ache as you sit in the dark, counting every sound, every shift of the wind. You don't know what waits outside, ruin, silence, or the beginnings of something worse. But you know this, you played the math right. You bought yourself time with patience, cover, and grit. And in nuclear survival, time is the only thing more precious than oxygen. Because after a blast, you don't live by luck, you live by numbers. And today, the numbers are still on your side.